The last question has to go to Joseph because I have to be mindful of the Prime Minister's time.
Okay.
But again, as I mentioned earlier, Minister McCallum, Sean, and I will be available to continue to take any of your questions. So, Joseph, take it away.
Okay, thank you. Prime Minister, when auto industry faces challenges and difficulties, government spend millions of dollars to help save auto jobs. Now that the media industry in Canada face challenges and difficulties too, we see layoffs, we see mergers, so that will your government be considering to set up a task force to help the media industry, especially the athletic media? Thank you.
Well, I think one of the things that we need to recognize within the auto industry is that we're undergoing transformations. And that's why right here in Markham, just a few months ago, I announced that GM was investing and creating hundreds and hundreds of new jobs around here. But they weren't traditional assembly line auto jobs. They're research and engineering jobs here in Markham so that GM can move forward on self-driving cars, on automation, on electric hybrid vehicles, and the kind of research that is defining the auto industry. So we're glad to help in the transformations that various industries need to go as the world is changing and as the economy is changing. Similarly, media is undergoing tremendous transformations from being very much around traditional media to now being much more digital. And Canada is very interested in making sure that we are supporting not just jobs in the industry, but the capacity of the industry to fulfill its extremely important role, which is to inform its citizens and empower them to be effective, knowledgeable actors within society. Media is an essential part of democracy. It's an essential part of having a strong, robust society in which citizens are empowered and feel like they are able to hold their leaders to account, make smart choices as consumers, and understand how the country they're in is evolving around them. And for us, we continue to be great believers in positive engagement with the media, as I'm glad to show today, as we continue to show regularly, because I know that media is facing, like so many different industries, significant transformations, but being able to ask direct questions of political leadership, get direct answers, and have an ability to connect with your readers and your viewers in a tangible way is extremely important. And it's important to me that we remember that the great power of community media is not in your ability to tell stories about the home country, whether it's China or elsewhere. The great power is able to tell stories about this country in a way that connects with the lives and the experiences of your readership. So that's why when I meet with community media, I'm happy to talk about the auto industry. I'm happy to talk about trade deals in general. I'm happy to talk about our investments in the middle class, whether it's tax cuts for the middle class by raising taxes on the wealthiest 1%, or the Great Canada Child Benefit that actually puts more money in the pockets of hardworking families. These are things that affect everyone, and my party is one that is very, very proud that we always tend to engage with everyone as Canadians and not as micro groups. And I think that's something that I'm happy to continue to showcase, and it'll be an important way to move forward as we look to being a country and a media industry that's adjusting to pressures and new technologies that require us to adapt and shift our ways.
Thank you so much, Prime Minister. I want to thank you so much for coming out to Markham and into the Greater Toronto area to spend some time with us here today and to share your insights into both your recent trip to China and Premier Lee's visit here to Canada. Thank you again. And I want to thank all of you for coming out and covering today's media availability. So again, thank you, Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Do we have time for pictures?
Yes.
I'm asking my team. Cameron, do we have time for pictures? Yes.
Are we having any plan to have a